Hey everyone, and welcome back to Tales of Xillia. Our last day since incident with the recording devices I use was roughly, I don't know, 30 minutes to an hour ago? Yeah, I recorded about 25 minutes of this, and then I realized that it was messed up, so I caught it pretty early on. Thankfully, I didn't do like a full hour. But I realized that was going on, I made sure everything was working properly, and I took a small break to eat, and now I'm back. So I know, like, the next 25 minutes of stuff we're gonna see, but that's fine, it's not a big deal. It happens, there's not much I can do about it, you know. I can't go back in time and erase my memory. This is a very nice fire fountain he has here. Look at it, it's so bright and lovely. I like it. I want one. How awesome would it be to have a fire fountain? It's not really a fire fountain, because, I mean, it would probably all be fire with fire going into the rest of the fire, but I like to call this a fire fountain. I think it's pretty cool. Also, look at that down there. I didn't notice that, actually. At first, I thought that the surface would just be reflective, but it... Oh, wait, maybe it is. Is it just reflecting? Yeah, it's just reflecting what's up there. Okay. I thought that there might actually be something interesting under the water there, but I think it's just a reflection. Anyways, let's go meet the King of Oule.
Halt! Citizens seeking an audience with the king are to wait in line outside the castle.
Who do you think you are? I am a group of 6 main characters. 6 main characters. You have no right telling me I can't go somewhere.
We were told the king wished an audience with us.
Is one of you Lady Mila?
That's me.
Very well. Please proceed.
Didn't they tell you to watch out for the girl with bunny ears?
What's the holdup?
I don't believe a doll is appropriate at a royal audience. I thought we might leave it here.
You sure? It's okay.
I'll hold that for you.
What a nice guy.
Now, let us meet this king. What are you doing here?
I am Zhao the Immovable, of the Chimeriad.
The Chimeriad?
4 warriors in personal service to the king. To think Zhao was a member all along.
It is a great honor to meet you, former Chief of Staff Ilbert.
Ah, and you are the ebon wing of Oule, Wingle the Nova.
You must be the King of Oule.
My name is Gaius, King of Oule. Welcome, Maxwell.
You have requested an audience with the king, have you not? Now please, state your business.
Boosters made in your country have already fallen into Rashigal hands. If a war were to break out between your nations, then the results would be catastrophic for everyone.
Oh. And you came all the way here just to tell me that in person?
Yes, Your Highness.
We're planning to destroy one of Rashigal's weapons, a really big one at that. Once that thing's gone, we know that Rashigal's king wouldn't dare declare war on you. In fact, we hope that you might, you know, help us?
Is there anything else?
Yes, there is one other matter we'd like to discuss. It is in regards to the booster laboratory within the royal hunting grounds.
Is it true you once abducted orphans for this facility, and then you performed experiments on these children?
Well, I didn't see that one coming. What does any of this have to do with you, Spirit?
I am Maxwell, It is my duty to protect both humans and spirits alike.
Really? Spirits protecting humans? Now that is quite an interesting tale.
You forsook your duty as king, and then you toyed with the lives of your own people, didn't you?
The laboratory is entirely my responsibility. It was a haven for those children. They would have died without it. You imagine it as a mad scientist's lab, but I assure you the experiments were entirely humane.
You expect us to take your word for this?
But I was...
This girl, she was that test subject?
Yes, she was.
Even in Hamil, Elise was forced to live in a tiny room. Don't you consider that...
Cruel?
Well, yes.
Tell me something, boy. Have you ever considered what it takes to achieve happiness?
To achieve happiness?
Yes, to try and live a satisfying life. How do you think one can achieve that? Do you even know?
Well...
It takes freedom to make your own decisions, and to form your own beliefs.
Exactly. It takes freedom.
Well, I disagree. When a man loses his way in life, the ground beneath him starts to slowly crumble, until there is nothing left.
What do you mean, nothing left?
A man who cannot find his way becomes trapped. The more he struggles, the deeper he sinks into uncertainty. True happiness comes from following a noble path across an entire lifetime, without getting lost. My country does not produce failures. It is the king's duty to show his people the proper path. I must keep them from becoming completely trapped. Now, let me tell you in no uncertain terms why I've called you here. Maxwell, I know you stole the key from the laboratory in Rashagal. Now hand it over immediately.
No, I won't. The key was not meant for human hands. When faced with the power that can destroy the entire world, no human can control him or herself.
It seems as though you haven't heard a thing that I just said, Spirit.
Something about royal guidance and noble paths. I've heard it before. You humans never change. I've watched you for 2,000 years.
All right. Then why don't you just tell us where the key is?
What?
Alvin! What are you doing?
But you can't!
Alvin.
Sorry, guys. I'm just doing my job.
Alvin, who did Maxwell entrust the key to?
The handmaid Ivor. He's probably sulking back in Nia Kara as we speak.
Al, what are you doing here?
Hey, Pressa. Long time no see.
Pressa, what is it?
Ignore them. Give your report.
The Rashagal army has invaded Hamil.
What did you say?
I'm afraid the casualties are high. Those not killed were captured. They were then sent to Rashagal. We also found evidence that the power of a great spirit was used upon the village.
A great spirit? But no one has successfully summoned the 4 great spirits for 2 decades.
Impossible. I would have known if the four great spirits had been released. Could it be the Lance of Kresnik? Is it possible that Nautical has made a new key?
If that's the case, then we're declaring war. Send word to all the clans. I am going to crush anyone who dares to harm my people!
Well then, we will no longer have any need for the likes of you. But if His Highness were to have the spirit Maxwell as his captive, even the unruly clans would be forced to bend their knees.
Miss Elise.
Tipo, no! Well, don't just stand there! Come on, run!
Capture Maxwell. Recover the test subject.
That was the worst escape plan ever. How did that work out?
Mission accomplished!
You knew that we'd have to escape, so that's why you left Tipo with the guard.
Yes, I knew that it would end up being Mila who treated with King Gaius. And when Mila fully expresses herself, well, I figured something would happen.
I see why you were cautious.
Yep, just as predicted. Oh, I know what that's called. That means Mila's a troublemaker. Yeah, Mila! Did you hear the whole thing?
I can't deny the truth of your words, but there is one thing I'd like to add. By that definition, wouldn't Tipo be a troublemaker as well?
Well, I guess that's...
What? You're not gonna defend me?
Why defend from the truth? It's the truth, Tipo. I mean, there's no way you can defend against the truth. I guess technically you could, but it probably wouldn't work out. This guy is camping right in front of the door.
Attack!
No, don't attack. Just let me run by.
So, Alvin really was a big fat liar.
Yes, he was. Actually, I don't think he ever said that he wasn't working for the King of Oule, so maybe he wasn't lying, but this is not the time or place to talk about this.
I assumed he had his reasons, but this time he took it too far.
Stupid traitor, let me at him! Why would he betray us like that?
I'm afraid even I can't read his mind.
How could he do this to us? He better not show his face around us again.
They've left the castle!
Oh look, the gate is closed, because Elise stopped and decided that now was the best possible time to talk about Alvin's betrayal. Good job, Elise.
It won't open.
If we can reactivate the 5 control stones, we may be able to unlock the gate.
How convenient that there are 5 control stones when we have 5 main characters left. Awesome.
Pour your mana into the stones until they glow red.
Just like at Fort Gandala.
The gate will not unlock, however, unless we all activate the stones at roughly the same time.
Wait, I've never done anything like this before.
Don't worry. Just use your mana as you would when casting an art.
There's no time. We've only one chance.
Let us begin.
Uh-oh.
Done.
Already?
I'm finished too.
Same here.
I did it. Come on, come on. I'm so sick of holding everyone back. Why? Why can't I do it? Mila!
Leia.
I'm not good enough for this!
I accidentally pressed X too fast. Curse my twitchy thumb.
Quit thinking you're inferior to anyone here.
Thanks.
You can do this. Let's continue.
Okay.
They're going Super Saiyan!
Yes!
Hurry up, you two!
I would just like to make it known that that was nowhere near roughly the same time. Leia's took way longer than Rowan's.